Hello and welcome to Animal Life on ARCN TV. I am Fatima Suleiman. Today on the program, we will be exploring the world of peacocks, birds of stunning beauty and rich symbolism. Please join me as we take a closer look at their engaging lifestyle and some amazing facts about these birds.
Peafowl belong to the Phascidae family and comprise three species within two generations, Pavo and Afro-Pavo. While males are specifically called peacocks, females are known as peahens. However, the term peacock is often used colloquially to refer to both males and females. There are three peafowl species: the Indian peafowl, the green peafowl from Asia, and the Congo peafowl from Central Africa. Male peafowl are recognizable by their piercing calls and stunning plumage, particularly the elaborate trains. The elaborate trains of feathers with the eye-like spots. During courtship, males display their vibrant feathers to attract females. This spectacle has sparked scientific debate about its purpose. Description of a peacock bird. Let's take a look. The peacock's stunning appearance is one of its most striking features. Its magnificent tails boast over 200 shimmering feathers, adorned with intricate eye spots, creating a dazzling display of color. The male peacock's iridescent plumage shines in shades of green and blue on its head, breast, and neck, giving it a unique and captivating appearance. The peacock's tail isn't made up of traditional tail feathers, but rather elongated feathers from its upper body. When the bird fans its tail, the eye spots on each of the feathers become prominent, creating a breathtaking spectacle. This impressive display is often used during courtship and dancing. With its bronze-colored train and green patches, the peacock is a popular attraction, mesmerizing onlookers with its stunning beauty. With its bronze-colored train and green patches, the peacock is a popular attraction, mesmerizing onlookers with its stunning beauty. Its unique appearance makes it a fascinating subject for study and admiration. One of the most interesting things to know about the peacock bird is that they tend to have a very beautiful looking tail that is decorated with more than 200 different feathers that tend to shimmer when they are floated open. These feathers are individually decorated in a beautiful manner with some eye spots. The colors of the male peacock are iridescent and are decked in green and blues over the head, breast, and neck. This provides a very unique look to the peacock, and hence the bird gets its very attractive quality. The tail of the peacock is known as the tail. This tail is not really common. People might just be able to see the feathers from a certain distance when they fan their tail in the best way. The males have a tendency to fan their tail and display them to the females, which is a part of their entire courting ritual. It is during the entire molting season when the males tend to shed their beautiful feathers before the train, and then the curly feathers that are gray become really obvious to the eye. There is a certain type of difference between the peacock and the female ones. The difference can be seen in the colors of the feathers spotted by the females of this species. Unlike the males, peahens don't really have all the bright colors on their feathers. Their appearance is much duller compared to the males. This is a trait that is seen to be very common in most birds. The color of the skin in peahens is mostly brown and the underparts are pretty lighted as well. Not to mention, there is an absence of the upper tail covert that the male so proudly possesses. The peacock's stunning appearance is one of its most striking features. Its magnificent tail boasts over 200 shimmering feathers, adorned with intricate eye spots, creating a dazzling display of color. The male peacock's iridescent plumage shines in shades of green and blue on its head, breast, and neck, giving it a unique and captivating appearance. The peacock's tail isn't made up of traditional tails and feathers, but rather elongated feathers from its upper body. When the bird fans its tail, an eye spot on each of the feathers become prominent, creating a breathtaking spectacle. This impressive display is often used during courtship and dancing. Peacocks are large birds, with males reaching heights of up to 7.5 feet and females measuring around 34 inches in length. The male's impressive tail feathers can extend up to 5 feet, weighing between 9 to 13 pounds. Peacocks possesses powerful legs with sharp metatarsal spurs, also known as kicking thorns. These spurs serve as a defense mechanism against predators. Their strong legs feature 3 forward-facing toes and 1 backward-facing toe, allowing for effective kicking. Despite their impressive size, peacocks are not suited for high-altitude flights due to their wing-to-body weight ratio. This limitation doesn't hinder their ability to thrive in their natural habitats. Habitats of the peacock bird. Peacocks inhabit a broad range of environments, including forested areas, agricultural land, and farms. They thrive in lowland forests, both tropical and deciduous, as well as dry habitats. These adaptable birds can be found in their natural ranges, but they also venture into cities and parks in search of food. Their habitats typically offer suitable vegetation for shelter and nesting. Access to food sources like insects, seeds, and grains, and availability of water. In their natural habitats, peacocks play a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance. They forage for insects and small invertebrates, helping to control pest populations. By inhabiting a variety of environments, peacocks demonstrate their ability to adapt and thrive in different settings. Their impressive calls and stunning plumage make them a popular sight in many regions. Peacocks are omnivorous, roaming the land in search of food with a diverse diet that includes seeds, insects, small mammals, fruits, reptiles, berries, and flowers. They tend to forage in larger groups, sticking close to the ground due to their limited flying capabilities. When not foraging, peacocks often perch themselves into trees, a behavior that provides protection from predators. This adaptability in their foraging and roosting habits allows them to thrive in their natural habitats. By scratching and pecking at the ground, peacocks uncover a variety of food sources from seeds and insects to small reptiles and food. These birds extend their line by laying peacock eggs. This is a bird that represents the term sexual selection that tends to influence ovulation. The peahens always tend to mate with those peacocks that are most impressive and display the most eye spots to the females. The process of courtship that further leads to the production of peacock eggs is a fascinating process. The male tends to spread their train of feathers that it has and flutters it to gather the attraction of the females. The males tend to back down towards the females that are receptive and then swing around in order to confront them with the magnificence of their display. After the performance, the males crow out in a large voice in order to impress the females. If one is pleased, then she will turn to join the harem of peahens that the male already has. The peacock is more commonly polygamous in nature. The females of the groups are most likely very much equipped with their maternal roles and hence have their duties assigned in the best. The males don't really have a very big part to play in the rearing of their young. The peahen tends to reach their age of breeding when they are about 2 years old. However, the age of breeding for the peacock is mostly a bit different as they take more time to reach that age. For a peacock, the average age at which it reaches the breeding point would be about 3 years. At a single time, the peahen is able to lay about 6 to 12 different peacock eggs in total. The colors of the eggs are brownish and are mostly buff-colored as well. The eggs take about 5 months in total to hatch. The eggs are mostly laid in a particular nest that the peahens tend to scratch out right in the ground in the best way. Then the peahens line the nest with the ground for the comfort of the eggs. After that process is completed, the peahens will sit on their eggs and will help in the process of incubation of the eggs. This process takes about 28 days. After the eggs hatch, the peachicks are born and they weigh about 3.6 pounds at most. There are full feathers on the skin of the peachicks just after a few weeks. Since they need to learn how to fly in order to stay with their birth mothers, the function of their feathers is justified. With its stunning appearance and rich history, the peacock has been a beloved figure in culture and art for thousands of years. Have a more subdued appearance compared to the vibrant males. They typically feature darker hues like gray, black, and brown, which helps them blend in. Since they get to choose their mates, peahens don't need to showcase their bright colors like the males do. However, they do have a hint of color around their neck and share a distinctive feathery crest on their head with the males. This crest adds a touch of elegance to their understated yet charming appearance. Peacock feathers have been used for thousands of years for decoration, fashion, and ritual. But some people consider them unlucky. In Arab culture, the peacock is seen as a bird of ill omen. In Roman culture, they represent death and funerals, but also resurrection. Some cultures also predicted that the peacock cry could predict death or other misfortune. Peacocks can be thought of as the flasher cousins of chickens. They are part of the Phasanidae family, which includes turkeys, pheasants, and other birds with fowl in their name. Some chicken breeds share similar fancy shiny feathers. This bird's family tends to be ground dwellers, reserving flight for when it is absolutely necessary. They aren't just there to look pretty, although that is one of their main aims. Their feathers have several different purposes, most of them to do with mating. When trying to attract a female, a peacock wants to look as impressive as possible, and his huge feathered tail will help with that. It's also useful when confronting another peacocks who might be after their girlfriend to look as big and as threatening as possible. They also use them to warn off predators. The eye-like shapes can make a peacock seem like a much bigger, scarier animal. The Indian peafowl, also known as the blue peafowl, is the most well-known type and is even India's national bird. However, there are two other species. The Congo peafowl, which has a darker plumage and resembles a turkey, and the green peafowl found in Southeast Asia, characterized by its green hues. For thousands of years, peacocks have symbolized wealth. It's not difficult to see why. Their feathers look like beautiful, expensive jewelries, and their display are really impressive. Kings, emperors, and other royals have kept peacocks and used them in artwork to show off their own importance. They are also sometimes called the king of the birds and are also associated with gods and goddesses. Peafowl vocalizations are far from clucking sounds. Instead, they emit a haunting, high-pitched wail or scream, often linked to the bird of prey's cry. This distinctive call serves as a form of communication, conveying important messages about food, danger. Peacocks can fly. They can't fly very far or very high, but they have been known to fly about a mile. They usually only do this when they feel threatened by a predator. So most of the time, they are much happier on the ground. When in captivity, peafowl have been known to live a very long time, up to 50 years, although in the wild, it's much shorter, only about 25 years maximum. Peafowl have been kept as pets and for display for thousands of years all over the world, especially in Asia, the Middle East, and the Mediterranean, where they were brought by traders in exchange for other goods. They have also been kept by European royalty too, and the ancient Greek and Romans were also known on peafowl, both for pets and meat. Like other members of their extended family, peafowl tend to eat whatever they can cook. Like other members of their extended family, peafowl tends to eat whatever they come across, mostly grains, berries, plants, and insects. Though they will also chew down on lizards. In conclusion, male peafowl shed and regrow their stunning feathers annually, giving them a fresh new display. This natural process means you can find their vibrant feathers on the ground without harming the birds. Keep an eye out for those natural treasures.
Many thanks for joining us on the program, Animal Life on Agricultural Research Council of Nigerian Television, and I am sure you've learned a lot on this episode of the program. I am Fatima Suleiman, saying bye for now.